We are supposed to discuss 3D coordinate system, although we had been discussing this one earlier because some of your vectors are in your 3D. Let's just to take a look at this one so that we can start with the next topic, next meeting, which is on lines and planes. So we need your 3D coordinate system for your lines and planes. So again, if you have your 3D coordinate system, of course, you have your x-axis, your y-axis, and your z-axis, and there are actually 8 octants. This is noted by, 3D is noted by r raised to the third power of r cubed. So this is a standard way of placing the axis. So x means an axis which is it runs towards you. The y is this one is the positive x-axis. So the negative x-axis would be placed somewhere here. The negative y-axis would be here, and the negative z-axis will be down there. Okay. So if you are asked to find the point x, y, z, this is actually how many units? That's x units, then y units, move to y units, and then you have your z units. So this is the point P, X, Y, Z. Okay. Just remember na parang room ni siya. So modagan ka pa dulong dito, that's your X. Forward, you move forward. Then you move towards your right, your left, back. So if you are facing there, X, then X diha, then ang Y ninyo is supposed to be positive Y, should be towards your left. Okay? And then your Z is masaka ka, matagkad para sa inyong Z. So that's how your point XYZ is denoted. So standard. The point P is a general point sitting out in your 3D space. So P drops straight down until we reach a Z coordinate of 0, and we arrive at the point 0. Anyway, that's just how it is explained that one earlier. So what about the distance? If you remember sa 2D, ang distance formula is given by x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. So sa 3D, kani siya will just be extended up to the z component. That becomes z sub 2 minus z sub 1 squared. So naalay kaning z component. Kay nga no, you now have, remember, na naman gud ni siya. This one, ay yung P, your P1 now has coordinates x sub 1, okay, x sub 1, y sub, yes, y sub 1, z sub 1. Your P sub 2 has coordinates x sub 2, y sub 2, z sub 2. And distance will now be x sub 2 minus x sub 1, y sub 2 minus y sub 1, z sub 2 minus z sub 1. So square those things, then take the square root. So the general equation for a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. For a sphere, pag circle lang kasi, flat na siya, no? Circle lang. Pero pag sphere na gani, sa 3D na siya, you'll have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared plus z minus l squared, which is equal to r squared. So kung kani circle, kani sphere, pwede example niyo, it's a ball, pwede football, no? Pwede basketball. Makita nyo na kasi 3D na siya. So if you're asked to graph x equal to 3 in R, it's just a point. No? So our real number line lang man. So x equal to 3. But when you're asked to draw it in the 2D, kaning r squared na, then the result would be a line. Kani, x equal to 3. Line na siya sa r squared. You have your x-axis and your y-axis. Okay, question. What do you think would be? It would be on the three-dimensional coordinate system. Ang x equal to 3, saan naman itsura, ana? Anyone? You have any idea? Sa itsura na sa x equal to 3? Hmm?
Plain siya, ma'am.
Yes, very good. It's a plane. Yes, plane na siya. Nani nga plane. Ana, x equal to 3. So, mag-cut through siya sa, kung x-axis niyo is facing, is pointing towards you, then ang x equal to 3, mag-count mo 3 units from the 0 point, that is at 0, 0, 0, and then naana mo i-plane daw yun na x equal to 3. Kani. This one. Okay? If you're asked to graph y equals 2x minus 3 in r squared, what would be the graph of this? Pag 2D lang. Dili na siya mag-graph sa r lang, kay two-dimensional naman ni, di ba? Na kay x and y axis. So, in r squared, ang sa itsura ni? 2x minus 3. Anyone?
Line, ma'am.
Line, okay. But in r cube, it is supposed to be a what? So, line siya sa 2D. No? In fact, it's a line because this is the line. Ano ba yan siya? You have your x-intercept. Paano natin i-set yan? X-intercept. So, x-intercept. You let y be equal to 0. Correct? So, when y is equal to 0, you will have 0, 0. Oops. Sabaliin natin. Ayun ulit. Yung pag-eraser natin. Okay. Ito, y. That is 0 equals 2x minus 3. So you will have 2x equals 3. So you will have x equals 3 over 2. So, ang point na makuha ninyo is x is equal to 3 over 2 and the other one is y is equal to 0. Remember then when you draw a line, draw mo line, you need at least 2 points, di ba? 2 points para makadraw mo line. So, let's consider your y-intercept. For the y-intercept, you let x equal to 0. So, when x equal to 0, what do we have? Y equals, 2 times 0 minus 3. So, y equals negative 3. So, ang pisag 2 ninyo will now be the point x is equal to 0 and y equals negative 3. So, kaninga point 3 over to 0 is 1 and 1/2 0. So, x is 1 and 1/2 and y is 0. So, this point. And the other one, this should be 1. No? And the other one, the other point is 0, negative 3. So, x is 0 and y is negative 3. So, kaninga point P2, which is 0, negative. So, if you have 2 points, you can extend that one actually. So, it's actually a line. So, the sketch of this is a line which has a positive slope equal to 2. So, it slants upward to the right. Okay? On the other hand, if you are asked to sketch this in your 3D, then yun anong itsura niya. Itong line, na-extend siya as a plane. We will be discussing sketching later on. So, isa na to, at least, na mo idea na yun aning na may mga planes na sketch later on. Okay? So, the idea there is to be able to distinguish whether, on how it looks like, my equation on how it looks like on your 2D, in your 3D, and on the x-axis only, or on your R. So, how about the graph of x squared plus y squared equal to 4 in R squared? So, we know that that's actually a what? A circle. Circle siya. Hindi siya mukhang circle, mukhang oblong. It's actually a circle, no? Kasi dapat equal man yung distance na ito, R squared. Or, if it is in a 3D, then it should be a cylinder. So, it's a cylinder. And we will be discussing some quadric surfaces later on, which is still part of first portion that is for your first prelim exam. So we'll end with that one and then stop sharing.